my friends, and welcome into the channel today. This is Shary. If you are new, welcome. And as always, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope you're all having a fabulous Sunday. This is Sunday the 13th, as I'm just now getting started on this 3:55 p.m. Central Pacific Daylight Time. I have lived in the Central Time Zone, but I'm not there right now. Maybe I am mentally. We are doing a little bit of a different setup today. Anyway, I'll try not to make this too long, and I'm going to be setting up in my Plum paper planner. This is the 7x9 vertical columns, and I wanted to show you because I can't find a lot of information out there on how people use their add-ons, and I'm really curious. I like to see how people use things, and as I said, I've not found a whole lot of that out there, so I'm going to be doing these in a sequence of the first one I'm going to start with is my home tab. I ordered mine. Let me show you. Let me just take this off. I ordered mine. If you saw my flip through, I have changed it a little bit. I ordered mine with the budget, which is kind of new for me, this style of budgeting, but I am trying it out and I'm hoping it's going to work, as what I'm using now for budgeting would come to an end the end of the year anyway. I ordered the budget, home, social media, and I also ordered the sales one. I know it's geared more toward direct sales, and I think I can incorporate it into my candle making business. Some of it's in some ways, but number one, she's chunky with all that. Plus I have 3 of the plastic dividers that I got to hold some of my planner stickers in. So she was pretty chunky already, and we're just getting started in this girl. So I thought maybe I'd take that section out. I'll probably put it on discs with one of my Happy Planner covers, and I'll make a new, and I'll do a video on it. If you want to see it, let me know in the description box below. But in my fragrance oil business, when I pour my candles and everything, I always write everything down. I write, of course, the date, what my formulations were, my ounces. I write what the temperature is inside my studio, outside, what the humidity is, what time of year, of course, just so I can track how my candles react to different temperatures, different amounts of humidity and such. So I'm going to be working today in my home section. And all right, you ready for this? Let me say this. If you want to see what we're going to do in this section today, stick around. We'll get going. Okay, so I loosely, and I say loosely because sometimes when you mention the Fly Lady, people go, "Ooh, I don't like her cleaning system," or "It's too hard," or "It's too this," or "It's too that." I've been following the Fly Lady now for almost a year, and I found things that work for me, and there are things that don't. So that's why I say I follow it very loosely. There are things in her system that have really helped me. Now, in the Fly Lady system, there are zones. I made a video, and I made this Fly Lady control journal. I actually have 2 control journals, and I have a video on this. I will link it in the cards above for you. I made this a while back ago, did a video on it. I wrote everything in, laminated it, went through the zones and routines and things like that. And to this day, this is my highest viewed video. I don't know, I have a lot of watch hours on this, so it's been my most watched video. So go and watch it. It's a pretty good video, and I'm just going to refer back to this to make it easy for me and refer to notes. Anyway, in the Fly Lady system, you've got zones. So the way it's broken down, let's start with the zones, and then I'll back up just a little bit. So your zones are your zone 1. I'm sorry if there's a glare. This is laminated, so it's going to be a little shiny. Zone 1 is your front porch, entryway, and dining room, which for me, that works perfect because you walk up my walkway, which is planted and has some, it's part of my garden. And then you have, when you come in, you come into my front porch, then you come into my entryway, and right off to the left is my dining room. So as far as cleaning zone, that's a real easy transition, and it flows together well. Zone 2 is the kitchen, laundry room, back porch. Some of these, if you follow her, I may not have them written down exactly how she does in her plan. I just do what works for me. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me in my house, but zone 2 is kitchen, laundry room, and back porch, but my laundry room is my back porch per se, my utility room. Zone 3, which is what we're going into this week, it'll be the 3rd week of the month, guest room, guest bathroom, and office. And mine is we have a 3-bedroom house, but it's basically 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and then then the room I work in here is my office slash filming studio, craft room, and candle pouring room. So I just call it my office and studio, but I didn't write that on. Zone 4 is master bedroom, master bath, and closet. That's the 4th week. 5th week is living room, family room, and desk. Now, when I wrote this, I had a desk in my living room, but I don't anymore. Well, I do, but I don't use it, so it stays clean. It doesn't get cluttered. So those are the zones. And what we're going to go over today is we're going to go over what it means when you hear weekly home blessing, because that's kind of the start. Something that a lot of people in the system do on a Monday. I'm trying to hold myself accountable and get back to doing my Fly Lady system better, because as like everything else during COVID, it went off the rails. So zone 3 starts this week, which is perfect because my guest room, it never hardly gets used. So all I have to do is a quick dust, vacuum, you know, it's done. The bathroom, the same thing, it rarely gets used, so it's easy to clean. And my office is an absolute disaster. Yes, I have stuff everywhere, you guys. I've got planners piled over here, guts of planners piled over here, sticky notes piled over here, sticker books piled over here, guts of planners piled over there, stuff piled back on my candle thing, and I'm also still in the middle of paying bills, so my desk and my printer are a hot mess. So it's a good thing I'm gonna have the majority of the week to work in here, because this is the zone we're in. So I wanna do the weekly home blessing, and I wanna go through setting up and telling you a little bit about zones 1, 2, and 3, and then part 2 will be on Wednesday, and that will be going over and setting up zone 4 and 5. So without further ado, let's get going. I thought weekly home blessing it's kind of a quick, I think it's designed to do in about an hour. If you watch the Fly Lady, any of her videos, or you watch her live, she'll say like 2 or 3 minutes on each thing in the weekly home blessing. But the reason for that is because they're filming, and it just doesn't make sense to spend 15 minutes doing this, and a lot of these things, honestly, you can get done in just a few minutes. So I think I'm gonna take this section right here. What you do in a weekly home blessing is you do a load of laundry. You get a load of laundry going. You go around the house and you pick up any old magazines or newspapers, anything like that that you have that can be tossed out. Change your sheets. I do my sheets on Sundays, so that just saves me a little time if I've got something else going on Monday. And some of these things are things I don't just do them during the weekly home blessing. I empty my trashes when I need to. I vacuum a lot. I mop the kitchen and the bathrooms when they need it, even if it's not in this particular time. This is just a reference point. So in the weekly home blessing, you would get up. She says get dressed to shoes. That's a huge thing for her. That's where I'm a little bit looser. I wear flip-flops all summer. I live in California in the high desert. It's hot. In the winter, if I'm in my house and I'm not going out, it's usually just I've got socks on, or I'm not gonna put dress to shoes because I'd be a hypocrite if I did. I don't dress to shoes. We're gonna do some bullet points here. I do this stuff after I have my coffee. I get up, I have my coffee, I go on my iPad, I check YouTube stuff, maybe watch a couple videos, check Facebook, Instagram. So once I get that done and I get dressed, usually it's a shower, unless I'm gonna do deep cleaning, then I get that taken care of first. But it'll be, you know, coffee, shower, get dressed, grab a quick breakfast, and then I get started on that. But LOL, load of laundry. All of this is just designed to help you stay on task. Load of laundry, toss old magazines, empty the trash if it needs to be emptied. I said this is all meant to do in about an hour. Vacuum all rooms. And usually what I will do, a dust mop, and then I go back and vacuum, like vacuum up the pile, vacuum cobwebs a lot, that kind of thing. Mop kitchen and bathrooms. Some people will do their weekly home blessing on Friday. Some people spread it throughout the week, you know, depending on your work schedule. That's really what it comes down to. You kind of see a flow here, kind of your high traffic areas. Your laundry always piles up. Kitchens and bathrooms are high traffic. Clean mirrors and doors. First time I did this, you guys, I was amazed at how dirty dirty the doors were. Seriously. And it's probably getting to be about time because I don't do the doors every week. I try to do the mirrors. I don't have that many, so it only takes me a few minutes to go around and hit the mirrors. Okay, so if you do all this stuff within about an hour, you've got a good start on your weekly home blessing. So that's our weekly home blessing hour. That's all there is to it. And now we're going to get into the kitchen. And what I'm going to be looking at is sort of a broken down way of just sort of looking at a few of the major things in your kitchen that you're going to want to do throughout the year. Obviously, you're not going to do some things every week, but you might do them every year or every week or once a month. So some of the things you would want to do in your kitchen: empty your fridge and clean thoroughly, clean your microwave inside and out, clean your stove and oven, wash canisters and knickknacks. These are detailed cleaning lists. Okay, this is a detailed cleaning list of your kitchen. Wash canisters, knickknacks, I think I said that, straighten drawers and cupboards, wipe fingerprints off walls and appliances, wash inside windows, clean fan vent, filters and hood on your stove, clean light diffusing bulbs, glass globes, clean under your sink, throw away old rags, and clean pet dishes. Now I put a note here, and this is going to be handy for me because I have a hanging pot rack and I cleaned it on June 8th and I made a note of it. That's going to tell me if by the time this rolls around again, my thought process on this would be empty the fridge. So you're probably not going to empty the fridge every week. I rotate everything and I'm always wiping it out. But as far as completely taking everything out of my fridge and really cleaning it and putting it back, I would put that into a monthly category. Please feel free to leave any comments in the description box below if you do this, if you have questions, if you like my ideas. The microwave, I'm going to say I would probably do that weekly. Stove and oven, I can't even say I do it monthly, but I should. I always clean the stove top, but as far as cleaning the ovens, I should hold myself accountable and do that more on a monthly basis. Wash canisters and knickknacks. I could lump that into the weekly. You know what? Take everything off your counter, give it a good wiping, sanitizing, whatever you like to clean with. You don't have to run every knickknack and canister through the dishwasher, but just taking, like we have one of those pepper grinders, and it seems like it's always sticky. People get dirty hands on it, and it's just me and my husband, so I don't know who I'm talking about by people, but so you wipe down the pepper grinder. So that would be a weekly, or just whenever you happen to come across it. But that would be, I take everything off my counters and wipe them down really good once a week. Drawers and cupboards, that would be, I'm gonna honestly say that might even be more of an annually for me. Cupboards would be annually. Drawers a little more frequently. They don't have a biannually section here, so there are items and you could jot those down separately. We already used this little note section, but other tasks you could put, I'm gonna do my cupboards, but I'm gonna do those every 6 months, not every month or every year. So you can be flexible with it. Wipe down fingerprints off walls and appliances. Well, that's easy enough to do every week. Not necessarily all the walls, but the appliances. It's easy enough to wipe those down when you're doing your good kitchen cleaning. Inside of the windows, mine are pretty easy. I do that weekly. Clean the fan, vent, filter, and hood. I'm going to say for me, that would probably be a biannually, and I'll put that'll go in the biannual category. Scrub down cabinet fronts. Again, probably biannually or more often if needed. Clean the light diffusing bulbs. That could go into the annually, I would say. Clean under the sink and throw away old rags. That should be about biannually. So we're going to add that in there. And clean pet dishes. That's pretty much done on a daily or weekly basis. So let me get these things written down and I'll be right back. All right, so I've broken it down to where every week in my kitchen, I'm going to clean the stovetop. I'm going to wipe the appliances. I do every day, but I also do them more thoroughly every week. And then weekly, I'm going to wipe out my microwave, wash off or wipe off my canisters and knickknacks, and I only have one window in my kitchen, and then my dining room is right next to it with a big sliding glass window. So I count that as the kitchen, even though it's the dining room. Grandkids are always sticking their hands on it. So that would be weekly. Monthly, maybe pull everything out of the fridge, rearrange it, rearrange the freezer, and clean the cabinet fronts. Once a year, maybe take everything out of the cupboards and clean it and rearrange it, and clean the light globes, change the bulb, or when you change your light bulb, you could do that too. Just make sure to make a note of it like I did, so you know when the last time was that you changed those light bulbs out. And then when I put it onto the biannually, which made more sense to me, was to clean the ovens. I have two, so clean ovens, clean out drawers, clean the fan, change filters, any of that kind of thing you have above your stove. Now I think I can go back in and weekly home blessing. I don't need to put hour. I don't know what I was thinking before. You do it on your time frame. You do it how it works for you. Weekly home blessing. Okay, so we got through the kitchen, which like I said happens to be zone 2. Did want to get through zones 1, 2, and 3, and I just started with the kitchen. So yeah, so zone 1 would be the entry porch. Let's skip, since I should have started with 1, gone to 2, and then to 3, but I don't know. I just started with the kitchen. No rhyme or reason. So zone 1 is the entry porch, walkway. Detailed cleaning list on the entry porch and dining room would be, you start from the ceiling and work down. So if you've got any cobwebs, I'm just in the habit of doing that now, which I've got a vacuum one right up there, I just saw. So you get your cobwebs, you knock those down. Dust your windowsills and clean the fronts of the doors. Clean switch plates of handprints, which I think we're all probably pretty good at these days. When I made this was pre-COVID, so we're wiping doorknobs and light switches down on the rig now. Put plants in the shower or the sink, wherever you can, and give them a good rinse and let them sit till they dry. That is also something I do when I'm in my living room, because most of my plants are in my living room because that's where they get the best sun, or here in my office, but I don't keep as many in the office. So I tend to do that particular thing when I'm in that zone. So see, do it whatever works for you. Dust your furniture, dust your baseboards, straighten coat closet if you have one, sweep vacuum and mop the floor, put your plants back and add your own personal touches to make it more welcoming. Okay, so zone 2, let's get it, or zone 1, let's get in and break that down. I'm going to put cobwebs week. Well, no, actually in this case, because what these are, the way this is designed is each zone has a week. You probably wouldn't get back to the cobwebs, so that would be monthly. These are kind of designed to be more monthly, like you do it heavy, okay? You would take more time in your entrance porch and your dining room when you're in zone 1, whereas the other 3 or 4 weeks of the month, you're just doing like a quick once over. I hope maybe I didn't explain that well enough before. So these are detailed. You're taking a little more time, and everything else, the other rooms are just getting a quick dust and a quick vacuum, and when you get around to those, you're going to do those more thoroughly. The cobwebs, we're knocking down cobwebs, I'm going to say monthly. I know, like for us in the summer especially, sometimes I'm knocking down cobwebs every day, especially outside. So it just depends. Dust windows, sills, and front door. So front door could be a weekly cleaning. No, I'm going to say front door. Dust windowsills and front door. I do that weekly. Clean front door, that would be more, I think we're going to run out of room on this one. Switch plates, clean switch plates and switches. I'm going to say that's more on the daily. As I said, I'm going to add the cleaning your plants when you're in that particular zone. So in zone 1, if it's the summertime, that's when I would do my daily watering of my plants on my front porch. But right now we're kind of getting out of that. So I still do have a couple plants on the front porch. So I'm just going to put weekly water plants. If it was flowers, you're going to be doing it every day. Dust the furniture weekly. Baseboards, let's put that over into the biannually. And that could apply to all rooms. Now, if I were to set this up again, if I got a new planner and set this up, I might do it totally different. But this is just to help give you ideas. One way you can think of using your master cleaning guide in your home tab. Straighten coat closet if you have one. I don't have one, so I'm not going to put that. Sweep, vacuum, and mop the floor. Sweeping is actually daily. Sweep, vacuum, and mop. Plants back, and then add your own personal touches. Personal touches, that would probably be, maybe let's just freshen up our personal touches monthly. Candles, change out pillows, throw rugs, things like that, decor. Okay, so that's zone 1. So we've covered zone 1. Before I come back and do zones 4 and 5 with you guys next week, not next week, before I do that video and get that up for you on Wednesday, I'll come in and do a little bit of decorating. So when we come back to this, it'll look more like what you usually see from me. Okay, so zone 3 is... the laundry room is also included in zone 2, and I sort of forgot that. So that would be on your laundry room porch. Those are things, I'll do that next time. Let's go ahead ahead with zone 3, which is bath. It's the guest bedroom and bathroom and office. So since this only has one spot for bedrooms, I'm gonna have to go bedroom, bath, bedroom, bath. That's pretty simple, and I'm gonna use, one of this is for laundry room, one is gonna be my office and studio. So that's why I think that's gonna work out good. So let's do, bedroom is zone 3, and so that includes bedroom and bath. So I'm just gonna put master and guest. So your detailed cleaning list in your bedroom, whether it's a guest room or your master or other bedrooms: polish your furniture, straighten out drawers and closet, clean cobwebs, wash mattress pad and dust rug, flip your mattress if you can. Ours doesn't flip. Wash curtains, windows, wash windows, clean windows. I put that twice. Clean bathtub, clean closet, straighten bookcase if you have one, put away stray items, and fertilize your plants if you have plants. Fertilizing your plants is also something that I tend to do. I don't know where, but somewhere along the line, Tuesday was a day that I decided I wanted to water and fertilize my plants. But as I said, I usually do them when I'm in that particular zone anyway. Polish furniture. Okay, so zone 3, when you're in doing your detailed cleaning in your bedroom, polish your furniture, drawers and closets, flip your mattress if you can, wash your mattress pad, wash mattress pad. Yeah, that's a good thing for once a month. Sheets we do once a week, mattress pad maybe once a month. Curtains would be good, wash your curtains once a month if you have curtains. Master and guest and baths. And put away stray items. So in my guest bedroom, monthly I'm gonna dust, vacuum. And remember, back in the weekly home blessing, I do my master bedroom sheets once a week. Bathrooms is going to be your obvious. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention in the, not the week, I'm going to have to go back and do a daily routine thing too. Okay. And then obviously you're going to vacuum or mop depending on what your situation is on your floor. Utility space, and I'm going to put this as home office. So I'm going to do it right this time. And I'm basing this particular section again on when we're in that zone, which is once a month. Laundry room and office. These are monthly tasks, not daily. Laundry room, we're going to, and I mop it weekly. This is just an ongoing. So let's put cobwebs, washer and dryer, inside and out, sweep and mop. I will usually do my inside of my washing machine. We have a feature on it that's a tub clean, especially in times where we're camping more, because I have rugs and I have stuff that maybe, you know, we've had campfires or things. And when I wash those things, I always feel like I have to clean the inside of my tub out better. So we can add to those if we want. And then this is office/studio. Oh, another thing here is, another thing in the laundry room. Okay, so wipe down washer and dryer, clean gunk under the lid, so that throw away empty, okay, toss empty bottles. Another thing is to check your supplies. So that's a good time when you're in zone 3. Check supplies. It's a good time to go through and look and see if you need more laundry detergent, bleach, anything you use in there. Empty your garbage can. That gets done every day. Sweep and mop, cobwebs, put clothes away, and look behind appliances for odd socks, but I'm not going to write all that. And then in my office, because I am in my office so much, I did make a list. So cobwebs, remember, start from the top down, windows and sills, clean desks and craft and filming area, candle, workbench, my supplies, and that would apply to my candle supplies needed as well as office supplies, sweep, dust. I think we've covered everything for today, you guys. We have touched on the weekly home blessing hour, but just weekly home blessing. We've got to do a daily. I'm going to have to work that in somewhere. That might be something I add on a little flip out page here, but we'll think about that. So anyway, we've touched on our weekly home blessing. We're going to go in, we're going to throw a load of laundry in, we're going to toss any old magazines that are sitting around, we're going to empty any trash that needs it, vacuum all rooms, and in my case, that's more of a dust mop every room. I just run my dust mop around and get all my rooms, mop kitchen and bathrooms, and clean mirrors and doors. That's our weekly home blessing. If you choose to do so on any one particular day or spread it out, just kind of keeps everything under control. I will mention on this, and I'll go into this when I set up so zone 1 is our entry porch, our entryway, and our dining room. So we're gonna clean doors, knobs, and lights. When we're there, we're gonna do them more on a regular basis, monthly basis. We're gonna make sure that we're getting our windowsills cleaned. So water the plants, dust, sweep, mop, vacuum, cobwebs, add personal touches. And then kitchen, we're gonna be looking at what are we gonna be doing since we're in there. That's a heavier traffic. Every day, we're gonna try to get the stovetop wiped down. Oh, big one, huge, 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 huge. Clean stovetop and sink. Always clean your sink out every day. So we're gonna be making sure our stovetop is clean, our sink is clean and shiny, our appliances are wiped down of handprints and whatever else gets on them, counters and pet dishes. And then on a weekly basis, we're gonna go in and we're gonna clean our microwaves out, clean off our canisters and knickknacks and our windows. Once a month, we're gonna try to empty out our fridge and freezer, clean that out real good, reorganize it, clean the cabinet fronts off, and then once a year, let's get our cupboards cleaned out and clean our light globes. Biannually, we're going to try to every 6 months clean out our ovens, and make sure you make a note of when you do that, like I did my pot rack. We're going to do the drawers about every 6 months, clean the fan and change filters and clean under the sink. And zone 3, which is what we're going into starting tomorrow on the 14th of August. Yeah, so the master bedroom and bath are actually zone 4, but because of my limited space that I had here to write, I just put master bed and bath kind of in the same block. So I hope that's not too confusing for you guys. Basically, it's the same thing. It's, once a month when you're in your master bedroom or your guest bath, which zone 3 we're going into starting tomorrow. In your guest bedroom and bathroom, you're going to dust, you're going to vacuum, you're going to mop, you're going to do your windows and your bedding if needed, and you're going to clean your toilets, your sinks, your tubs, your showers, and your rugs. Laundry room down here. So once a month, we're going to make sure we're getting the cobwebs cleaned. We're going to clean the washer and dryer inside and out. We're going to sweep and mop and toss empty bottles and check all of our supplies and make a list of what we need to purchase for that space next time we go shopping. Also included in zone 3 for this coming week is the office. However you use that space, if you have an office. I do, so I use it as my studio, so I need to make sure I've got my cobwebs wiped down, windows and sills are clean, make sure my desk is clean, my craft and filming area is clean, my candle workbench is clean, check my supplies for my candle, making my candles, and my printer, my paper, my ink, and then be sure to sweep, dust, vacuum, and mop real good once a month. All of these are just as applies too, because you're going to want to do some of these more than once a month, obviously. And then we talked about zone 1 being the entry porch, dining room, and entryway. So you're going to want to wipe down your doors, you're going to want to wipe down your doors, your door knobs, your light switches, your window sills, tend to your plants if you have any in those areas, dust, sweep, vacuum, and mop, clean, spruce up your personal touches. So you guys, I hope that makes sense to you. I hope I didn't totally confuse you guys. Next video, we're going to go over zone 4 and 5 and kind of wrap this up. Do any tweaks or finalizing. I think I'm going to have to add on a little flip out card for something here because it's not really a whole lot of room to condense your whole cleaning system into 2 pages, at least not the way I write. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you didn't run for the hills and think, oh my gosh, this lady is just absolutely off the rails crazy. My videos are not usually this. If you guys enjoyed my video, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Share this video if you think it's going to help somebody, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss an upload, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.